guys, this is Veggie Girly, and we are having our 11th episode of SchachTherapy. My guest today is Outrider. Ryder, are you there?
Hi, Veggie. Hello.
How's it going?
Really good.
Awesome. So, tell us a little bit about your username.
That's a short answer. Outriders, most of the guys knew this answer already, actually. Outriders rode ahead of battle during war to scout the land. So that's where I got it from.
Awesome. How long have you been playing on the site?
Let's see. It was a year, February 21st, actually. So I'm only this good, and it took me a year to get here.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. A year is, wait, so how long have you been playing chess? Just
I think just a year is a good answer. Before this, my cousins and I, we play, but we're always drinking and fooling around, so I don't really count that.
Yeah, I totally hear ya. A year on the site. Awesome. Mm-hmm. Do you listen to music when you play?
No, I like the quiet. I really enjoy the quiet. So maybe only half the time when I'm running, I listen to music. The other half, I even like the quiet then. So.
Oh, wow. So what's on your iPod?
A couple nights ago, I added some Silver Sun Surfers, but that's the most recent ad. I'll have anything from metal to the top 20 R&B. I like everything.
Awesome.
Now, you know music than I do, though.
Oh, well, no, not really. I mean, everybody's got, I'm learning, different bands and different people from everybody,
You're really remembering names and history on groups more than I am, though.
Thanks. Now, when we met, you had a different name. I remember meeting you, and I was just totally blown away. And you did change your name. Would you like to tell us a little bit about that, or?
Let's see. Well, changing my name made me see others differently. That's for sure. Others, I think, obviously see me differently. It kind of forced me to take about 4 weeks off. I was uncomfortable with my new username at first. It didn't look like me on the screen. But I noticed right away that everybody treated me better.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, not seeing a girl's name or a girl's picture. Everyone, the guys and the girls, treated me better. And I liked that part right away. But it did take me about a month to get comfortable with that.
Now, it's interesting that you said that your username didn't look like you. It's funny because when I see words now that I've been playing on this site, I see words when I'm reading or at the grocery store or whatever, and the first thing that pops into my head is, like, certain people from the site. And I know it's totally weird and crazy and trippy, but I never...
What do you mean?
No, I mean, like, okay, let's take Domain, for instance, right? Like, in my head, I see his personality and whatever, and then I can be in the store looking at computer stuff and it'll say something about Domain, and all of a sudden, our Domain pops into my head, and I'm just like, wait, this is so weird. So, I mean, it's like association, but I totally see what you're talking about with the whole words that look like you.
You've been talking about changing your username lately, and at first I was thinking, I'm split 50-50 for you. At first I was thinking don't do it, because I just remember the first 4 weeks were really hard for me. Mm-hmm. I didn't want to, and it just was so awkward at first. But the other 50% of me sees the other side of that coin and how just keeping it not a boy or a girl.
Yeah, gender neutral.
Like, for 5 months now, it's been really nice.
That's awesome. Yeah, I know. And I'm still on the fence about it, honestly. I'm not sure, but I know that if I do resurrect, I am not gonna I'm not gonna use a username that somebody can target. Like the veggie portion of it, I get so much slack, and it's like, okay, I didn't use it for like my political standpoint or my ethical standpoint or anything like that.
You're not asking everybody their opinion, but they're giving it to you anyway.
Exactly. Yep. So, I've got an opinion on opinions, but we can't discuss that here. All right. So, do you think that your online chess life mirrors your real life?
Well, this is my first time with online chat, and at first I really felt like, getting yourself down and tight when everything else is equal to everybody else is really hard to do. I'm really good in person with people, and I think I'm so much better in person than online just because it's hard. I think it just takes more work to get your character across, like who you are, what you like. But it's interesting to me how people react to one another on the site and how people get along and how many hide behind their computer screen.
Exactly.
How I hope they would never behave in real life. And I'm so used to thinking that if you wouldn't say it in real life, don't say it online.
Exactly. And it's funny how people portray themselves, heck, I'm going to say it. I hype myself up in my head. I'm not as cool as everybody, whatever. But, it's funny because, I could type something or you could type something and mean it one way and people will take it and run with it and do whatever they want and just change what you say to their advantage,
Oh yeah.
It's hard. And I think one thing that has helped me to realize, that you do have to be careful with what you type and that sometimes people don't have your best interest at heart online. Because, like you said, this is my first experience being on any kind of internet, anything. If you had asked me a year ago if I would spend the majority of my time online, I would tell you guys, take a hike. But it's changed. It's changed a lot. It's been really helpful. But I know that our little girl network that we have has totally helped me. I remember the first time I met you as your other name, and I remember the first time that I met you as Outrider, and I was just like,
was I different to you?
No, you were the same. It was just I knew that you left, and I didn't know why, and I was glad that you were back because you were really so nice, and
to me is you were one of the only people that it was like you didn't skip a step talking to me from one username to the other. Like you treated me the same before and after. Most people treated me very differently from one name to the next. You didn't though. Right away you were happy to see me and our chat back and forth was the same as it was. So, some people obviously, I don't know.
Yeah, and it's weird though because you don't know how people are going to react, and I know it's the dynamics between the personalities are different, and being a female on the site is hard. At least I know for myself, and on chat, it's different because you have the dynamics of the men in live that just want to play girls, and
they can't say who's a girl. Are there any girls here? And I'm always like, well, why? Instantly, I'm thinking, why are you on this site? Like, what does that matter?
What's your purpose exactly? You've got that, and then you've got. There's such a small female population that I guess it's kind of like living in a sorority house. When you have a certain amount of girls, you're going to get the good, but you're going to get the bad as well,
Oh, yeah. And what's nice, though, is you're right. There's so many less girls. I find that when they come on and when I click with their personality and comedy gets my attention and men or women right away. Everything else is equal on a chat site. comedy jumps off the page for me. Girls